Shalom. Call Halayim La, Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Rakakwadash. Double honors to the elder apostles, the elders of Great Millstone. That's GMS. Peace and blessing to the Akim and the few Aquat across the four winds. This is your brother Batamaya from Great Millstone, Houston, coming to you with a quick hit. Now, I kept seeing these headlines of a Jacksonville gunman, uh, shot down a few Negroes, black people. They call us black, but I'm just gonna call them Israelites as they should be, which consists of you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, and then also you have Israelites that are scattered abroad who look like the heathen nations. But I wanted to bring out a couple precepts on this just to go to show you that the hatred that the so-called or the self-proclaimed white man has, which is Esau Edom towards our people. But even seeing comedian Lil Duval, he's from Jacksonville. I even seen him post on Instagram asking, "Was this real?" Like, yes, it is real. We're living in that time. Like, well, the love of many. And let me get that. Actually, let me grab that first. Salakia. You have the love of many waxing cold, and nobody is exempt from said judgment. St. Matthew chapter 24, verse 12. And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. And iniquity is pretty much sin on top of sin. So, since our people continue to sin, hey, your judgment is going to increase. But the love of many is waxing cold. Like, self-proclaimed white man, the Edomites, which Esau, Edom, is the Caucasian race for the most part. Our people are scattered amongst all nations, but for the most part, you could tell a Edomite by his red skin. Like, he's literally the real red man. But the love of many are waxing cold, so you're gonna see a lot of people get sent to the spirit world. But I'm gonna read the title: Jacksonville gunman and racist attack. Illegally bought 2 weapons earlier this year, sheriff says. So they keep constantly throwing whether it was legally or illegal because they're trying to get rid of these weapons. So we can't be ignorant to Satan's devices. Let me get that too. 2 Corinthians chapter 2 verse 11. Lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. So one of the devices is through, I guess it was like, they trying to have these gun laws. So what they're really trying to do is strip the citizens of their weapons. So that way you don't have any protection against them when the enemy shall come in like a flood. Because this devil knows that he has but a short time. So what he's constantly doing is ramping up, whether this was a direct hit or however it was planned out. But the precept I have for that is whoever died innocent. So these people were in Dollar General going about their day, but I wonder, was their day starting off with the Lord, thanking the Lord, or at least praying to the Lord? Did they have the names of the Lord? I mean, I highly doubt it, but hey, whoever has perished being innocent. So Job chapter 4 verse 7. Remember, I pray thee, whoever perished being innocent, or where were the righteous cut off. So if you're out here going about your day and you don't have that protection, from Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, then hey, you liable to get sent to the spirit world. But you also need to be circumspect, and you really need to know who your enemy is. Also, you circumspect, pretty much is being on your P's and Q's, as they used to say. Being on point. Being aware of your surroundings. So you break it down. Like going to circumference, which is a 360 degrees. So all around you. And spec means to, like they'll say, use your spectacles, like your glasses, to look. So you're looking all around you. But if you don't know who your enemy is, you're not gonna know whom to be looking for. So Ezekiel 35 verse 5, because thou hast had a perpetual hatred, and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword, in the time of their calamity, in the time that their iniquity had an end. So the devil, which means deceiver or Satan, which flows through the wicked Edomites, they have a perpetual hatred. They're going to continue to hate us. So people be saying, well, it's 2023 and they still have a hatred and etc. Yeah, it's a perpetual hatred. It's going to continue ever since the womb with Esau and Jacob. And then if you go even further in the spirit, you got from Cain and Abel. So it's been a perpetual hatred since the beginning. And then the last precept I had was Sirach chapter 39 verse 28. There be spirits that are created for vengeance, which in their fury lay on sore strokes. In the time of destruction they pour out their force, and appease the wrath of him that sent them. So the Lord is sparking up these spirits, to have people get sent to the spirit world. And he's going to do that by famine, pestilence, and then as you see here, he's going to do it by the sword, which, the modern day sword is the gun. And then even more of a modern day sword is going to be those thermonuclear ICBM missiles. You're going to be tormented with that fervent heat. But, Jake, you need to come back to the law, statutes, and commandments to the best of your ability and repent, But that's pretty much all that I had on this lesson. Lord willing, it was edifying to the elect, which would be the 144,000 men from the 12 tribes of Israel. Also the 1/3 multitude that'll be saved, which would be the men, women, and children. Only for Israel. So Lord willing, this was edifying. Call Halayim La, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the elder apostles, the elders of Great Millstone as GMS. Peace and blessing to the Akim across the four winds, and the few Akwaf, Shalom, and the Ball.